Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be back here again this year. I had so much fun at this luncheon last year. And I'm thrilled to be able to honor a fellow lawyer today at the luncheon. Amy Olli, who is the Executive Vice President and General Counsel of CA Technologies, is the next recipient of the Legal Momentum Award this year. She joined CA Technologies in 2006. She's been there for 8 years. I think it's fascinating that she's had the pleasure and privilege of working with 3 different CEOs during that time. As a lawyer in-house, I can imagine that could be quite challenging. She leads the law function, which includes software licensing, IP, litigation, M&A. She also leads the business practices and compliance area, internal audit, and global security. She manages a team of more than 150 folks worldwide. She's the 2010 winner of the Burton Legends in Law Award. She's named by Diversity Journal as Women Worth Watching in 2011, and she serves on the board of directors of the Business Software Alliance. Prior to coming to CA, Amy was with IBM, and it's interesting to me that she went to IBM right out of law school, which is unusual for in-house positions. I also think it's interesting that she spent 18 years at IBM, and somebody who's been at her company, I've been at PepsiCo now for almost 18 years, and she took the big risk at that time to join another company, take the leap and take a leadership role at CA. She took on a big new challenge, and she's been incredibly successful all along the way. While she was at IBM, she lived in several places. She was the Vice President and General Counsel of Americas and Europe, a huge job. Americas, Canada, Latin America, and Europe. Before that, she lived in Madrid, Spain, where she was Associate General Counsel for Southwest Europe. She lived in Paris, France. I had lived in Dubai. You got to live in Paris, France. Seriously, what's up with that? I mean, that couldn't have been too hard, really. She had various roles in IBM, and she also lived in North Carolina, Florida, and New York. And I thought it was interesting, too, as we all start our journey as lawyers. I started off a long time ago as a trademark lawyer at Baker Botts, and she actually started her career at IBM as an HR lawyer and progressed to the general counsel position. She has her JD magna cum laude from Western New England School of Law and her magna cum laude degree in business from SUNY Oswego. She is here today with her sister Iris, who's joined her. Iris, welcome. She has been married for over 30 years to Scott, and she has 2 wonderful sons, Ryan and Connor, who are both in college. I think it's interesting as a working mom that part of her story is commuting from North Carolina to New York to work Monday through Thursday for years on end for IBM, and managed to do that so well and raise 2 wonderful sons along the way. The one thing I want you to know about Amy on a personal level, since I've gotten to know her recently, is she really hates being honored, right? She believes in legal momentum and what it stands for, and she's such a supporter of the organization, and she's thrilled to do anything she can for them other than stand up on this stage. So I need you to help me right now and give her a huge round of applause to entice her to get up here and receive her award.
Well, thank you, Kelly, very much. You've stolen half of my presentation, so I greatly appreciate it. I am just incredibly grateful for this honor and to share this day with some absolutely amazing women, Doris, Eileen, Linda, and Bea. You know, just as Kelly just said, for those of you who know me well, you know I deplore the spotlight. While I don't mind speaking, right, you know, many of you have also told me through the years that I may speak a little too long and a little too much. But I can assure you today that I will remain solely within the time period allotted. That will make a lot of you feel a lot better. First of all, I wanted to be able to thank the friends of CA who are here today, who have helped celebrate legal momentum, including Pillsbury Winthrop, Sullivan and Cromwell, Baker Botts, Chadbourne and Park, Kroll and Mooring, KPMG, PwC, Schwegman, Lugman, and Wasser, and also Holland and Knight. I am deeply, deeply grateful for your support today and always. I'd also want to thank my dear colleagues and friends at CA who have traveled on a very rainy day to show their support as well as to represent the almost 13,000 employees around the world at CA. But most of all, as Kelly said, I want to be able to thank my family, my husband and partner for 33 years, my extraordinary sons, Ryan and Connor, who are college students at the moment, and I hope to God are studying for finals, and my amazing sister, Iris, who is here with me today, all of whom provided me the love, support, courage, and determination to grow both personally and professionally. I'd also be remiss if I did not thank my parents who are no longer with us, especially my father, who imparted the underlying belief that I could do anything I put my mind to. But today is much more than about sort of individual honors. It's an opportunity to celebrate Legal Momentum's important work and to ensure economic and personal security for women and girls. And that's the interest we all share. That's why we're here this afternoon. Before we can do this, we need to make sure that women and girls are economically secure, empowered to make their own choices, and can live and work in free of discrimination and violence. While I truly and honestly appreciate this individual honor, I am really here today because of all of you and many others who've encouraged me at times to be able to take risk, and absolutely at times, and some of you really know this, had to push me to be able to take challenges over the last 26 years. I stand here today on the shoulders of thousands of women who came before me, who fought through workplace discrimination and stereotypes to reach their potential and blaze the trail for others. I've listened to the stories of previous winners, stories so powerful and inspiring. While I haven't faced the degree of discrimination many of them have, I feel the similar and compelling obligation to pay it forward, to share my own experiences with both women and men, and do my part to create an even better an opportunity for those that follow me. Because there's always more work to be done, more barriers to break, more opportunities to create. In the business world, there still aren't enough female board members. There aren't enough CEOs. There aren't enough women general counsels and senior executives. I wish, and I know that I have probably many in this room as well, I look forward to the opportunity would one day there could be a line in the women's room, you know, at the day of a board meeting. But it's just not about the numbers. One of the greatest contributions Legal Momentum has made is not only to give women the ability to choose what they want to do, but more importantly, to be able to choose what they don't want to do. The choices I've made in my career aren't necessarily the right choices for other women. What we want is a world that we could create in which the choices are ones that are ours, not someone else's, and where the opportunities are determined and, by ourselves and are not limited by our gender. We are not quite there yet, but standing here today with all of you, I'm a lot more confident that we can get there together. Thank you again for this honor. Very much appreciated.